sometimes you just got to go for it. Like, you just got to say, you know what? We're sending it. Don't care. Okay, I'm sorry. I take that back. I'm not one of those guys. But I am a guy that says sometimes, I just say, screw it. We're doing it. Put it all to the wall. Where am I going with this? I think the Las Vegas Raiders need to explore the option to trade up to the first overall pick. Now, again, I know we talked about it a little bit earlier in the offseason and talked about, hey, should they do it, blah, blah, blah. Today, we are going to explore the Raiders trading up for the number 1 overall pick because at the end of the day, yes, I know that you potentially want to build around Jarrett Stidham, who, in my mind, at this point has shown that he's nothing more than a backup. There was some flashes, but are we really going to put it all on Jarrett Stidham? Are we not going to give it our best shot to go trade up for number 1 and just say do it? I don't think so. I think we're definitely going to go try and do it. So today we are trading up to the first overall pick from 7, and we're going to see how it goes with the Raiders. So here we go. 7-round mock draft, high speed, low drag, and we're going to do the default settings because PFF is doing a lot of weird things. We're just going to see what PFF does and go from there. So the Raiders, we're going to go ahead and enter the draft here and see how this thing goes. So obviously, the Raiders got some things to tool with here. So they got a first, a second, a third, a fourth, a couple of fifths there from the Atlanta Falcons trade, or what was it, the Bryan Edwards trade. This is going to be interesting. So the Bears on the horn, what's up? So 1 for 7. Where are we going to go? We want to go get our quarterback of the future, baby. Let's just go do it. So 1 for 7. 1. Okay, so we might be able to get away with a 1 and a 2. Next year. Okay, fine. 1, 3 this year and 5, 4, 5. This is a lot. Okay, so up to, and again, mainly because we don't know what the Bears are going to do. We have no idea. It's anybody's guess. The Bears are in the perfect spot, the literal perfect spot, and it's so frustrating. But here we go. So from 7 to number 1, we're going to give up a 3, 4, 5, and a future 1. Offer the trade. I knew they were going to want more. So we're going to offer a 1 this year, a 1 next year, a 3 next year, a 3 this year, a 4 this year, and a 5 for next year. I mean, you're still staying in the second round. Man, fine. I want to stay in the second round this year. Fine, but if I do that, you got to be able to meet me halfway. You got to meet me 134. Get me back into the 4th round. What do you say? Get me back into the 5th round at 150. 5th round at 150. Fine. Cool. I don't love that trade, but it is what it is. I think you're looking at least a first and a second in some portion, whether that's next year or this year. But you gave up a 1 this year. You gave up a 1 next year. You gave up a 3, a 4, and a 5, and you also gave up a 2. It's not great, but it's where we're at. And now we get our picks of the quarterbacks. We can go ahead and start the draft here. We're at number 1. And I'm going to go down from there. So we still keep our second round pick, by the way, which I think can help us get down back into the 3rd. Okay, so Bryce Young. Let's do it. We trade back up. We make some things happen here. We get our quarterback of the future. We're back at 38. Woohoo. Not great because, again, next year, I know we gave up a 1 and a 2 next year, but we don't know what the Bears are going to do, and we get our quarterback of the future. Now we're in a spot where we can trade down. 15 has a little rich for my blood. You guys going to be able to give up some stuff here? What about a 3, 4, 4? Ooh, 91. So 91's a 3. 130 is a 4. 3, 4, 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 2 straight up. Where do we get a little crazy out of here? Future 4 and a 5. So 2, 3, 4, future 4, and 5, 5. Hey, I resume the draft. I know we've got a lot of other needs here, but hey, we're back in the second round. We're in the 3rd round. We got a couple of picks in the 4th. Things are looking great. Oh, Andre Carter's just there. Offensive line, Luke Weipler's there. Joe Tippmann's, Keanu Benton's there. Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. So we got a quarterback of the future, and now we're just going to go straight to town here. I want to get offensive line help a little bit later on. Who's the best player available right now? We got quarterback. DB is also a need. Garrett Williams is there. I wish Andre Carter. I do want to get Andre Carter. I do. I'm not gonna lie, but we've got a lot of other picks there that we can make things happen with. Specifically, right guard is kind of where I'm focusing on, as well as right tackle. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. But you know what? Ooh, Sidney Brown can also play some different things too. Sidney Brown, though, he's sitting there. This is tough. Garrett Williams, we're going to help out the defense. Here we go. So back at 91. They're also back at 130, 139, 143, 150. We got 5 picks. 5 picks. I know I only did it. That's not very smart. Oh, Sidney Brown fell to you? This is crazy. Carl Brooks is there. Nathaniel Dell. Ooh, Nathaniel Dell. Nathaniel Dell fell all the way to the 3rd. I mean, him and Devontae Adams would be nasty together. Him and Devontae Adams. Oh, boy. I still feel like we're going Nathaniel Dell. I love it. The offense is this is too fun. This is literally too fun. So you get a quarterback, a wide receiver here. You get some defensive help as well. Carl Brooks is there. Not even a hesitation. Why does he fall this far? Carl Brooks is a borderline like late first round pick to possibly an anywhere in the second round pick type player. He's there. I love it. Dorian Williams at linebacker. This is nasty. And we've already got some corner help. This is kind of crazy. Like, if it fell like this, I would not be mad in the slightest. Michael Wilson, Moro Ojomo. No, I got to go guard. I got to go guard here. Chandler Zavala's there. Be perfect, too. Like, Chandler Zavala's a really good player. Going to start right away for you. Chandler Zavala. Back in a couple of picks here. Moro Ojomo, yes. Defensive line help, 150. Dorian Williams, this is nasty. This man, he's the best coverage linebacker. Like him and the rest of this defense, oh, this is nasty, man. This is completely nasty. The way this board fell, this defense just got a whole heck of a lot better right now. Jonah Tavai, what? I know we got Moro Ojomo, but, oh. Juice Scruggs, Tradin. Tradin is still there too. I'm going Tradin. Tradin's a bad man. Tradin is a bad man too. I'm kind of enamored by how well this draft went. Stetson Bennett. And now we get into this particular spot where I'm kind of confused here. So Eric Thompson, Stetson Bennett. Do we take a double flyer on a quarterback? Also, Will Mallory's there. Mohamed Ibrahim. This is tough. Who's BPA right now? Eric Gray out of Oklahoma? No. Fabian Lavitt. We got some help there. Corner Cameron Brown. Never hurts to have good depth. Okay, Cameron Brown. How is Stetson Bennett still there? If Stetson Bennett is still there in the 7th, we're taking him. I'm putting it out into the universe right there. I don't care. Cameron Brown. McKellen Castles, I'm going to go tight end because I know that, Foster Moreau's still going to be fine. You know what? Fine. The universe, you win. I'm taking Stetson Bennett. Leave me alone. Like, I know Foster Moreau's going to still be there. I know Darren Waller is still there. But, I mean, at the end of the day, getting a guy to help you out. We saw some issues there where they needed some help. Oh, Caleb Murphy, offensive line? Yeah, Caleb Murphy. I don't care. Caleb Murphy's a stud. He is a guy that, quite honestly, is going to get a shot somewhere, and I think he's going to make the most of it. So, kind of doing a little bit of a recap here. The Raiders kind of got a really good deal here, especially trading up all the way to number 1. Get out of my face. Okay, so right off the bat there, you trade your first you trade your first this year. You trade a 3 this year, a 4 this year, a 5 this year. So 3, 4, 5, and a 1 and a 2. That's not a bad trade. I literally just did this mock with the Saints the other day, and I know they have a later first-round pick, but, they gave up at least 3 1s and 2 2s. So this is nice. This works out for the Raiders. They can do this if this is the route they want to go. They get Bryce Young. They get their quarterback. Bryce Young is supposed to signify who they want at number 1. I love it. Garrett Williams, the guy who's a plug-and-play starter at corner, you absolutely love it. And you go up there. You trade down from 38, by the way. So you get 1. You trade down from 38. You get 59. So you get 2, 3, 4, 5, a future 4, and a future 5. So you love how that works. And Nathaniel Dell falling to you in the 3rd round most likely won't happen, but can you imagine him with Devontae Adams? Nasty, absolutely nasty. Karl Brooks there at edge. I mean, Karl Brooks is a borderline 2nd round pick falling to you in the 4th. You're counting your lucky stars and you're running out there because you absolutely love that. So, and then let's see, Chandler Zavala, starting for you at guard. I really like it. We double down on offensive lineman a little bit later. We'll get into that in a second, but I think he can start right away for you at right guard, and you're not that worried about it. Then you need to go defense. So we went, 4 straight picks here on defense. Moro Ojomo out of Texas. I love his ability in the run game. I think he holds up solid in the pass game too. I think you get a little bit more help there on the defensive line. Dorian Williams, a guy that is probably the best coverage linebacker in this entire draft. It's going to be interesting to see who he goes to because he's a playmaker. Mark my words. Trey Dean, the safety. Listen, I know you've got some guys that play safety right now that you're not that worried about, but Trey Dean is a Swiss Army knife. You can use him in a lot of different places. Cameron Brown, doubling down on corner, getting you a little bit more help there. Love it. McAllen Castles, the tight end help. Listen, Darren Waller is there. I understand that. Foster Moreau's there. I understand that, but Foster Moreau is going to be hitting the last couple of years. I think is this his last year of his rookie contract? You get him a little bit more help there in the 6th round. Stetson Bennett. I said if Stetson Bennett was there in the 7th, we're going to go for it. What's the worst that can happen? You get a guy that comes into camp, you see what he can do. He brings in a winning mentality to the locker room right away. I absolutely love it. Caleb Murphy there. You also get a little bit more help along the offensive line. Probably would have liked to go defensive tackle or maybe offensive line a little bit earlier, but it is what it is. This worked out really well. I do think it's very possible for the Raiders to trade back up to number 1 and not have to give away the house. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten in. Continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, at the end of the day, let us know what you guys think about our Las Vegas Raiders mock draft. Will we trade up for number 1?